So next we're going to share some information about the scene itself. We want to provide an overview of what the scene and what the recovered evidence tells us about the suspect's capabilities and the threat level officers faced on that date. What we can share is the suspect was heavily armed. The suspect had a total of 10 firearms that were all purchased by the suspect that we confirmed, that were recovered at the scene. 7 of which were rifles. 5 of those 7 had magnification or optics, a scope on top of them, which indicated the suspect's intent to engage from distance and with precision. Additionally, we located 1 shotgun and 2 handguns. This is looking south, so you're standing at the north end of the cul-de-sac and looking south, and off to the left you have Officer Wagner's vehicle. In the middle and at the end of the cul-de-sac, the suspect's Toyota is parked in back there. This is an overhead view captured from one of our drones at the scene, the date of the incident. And we highlighted the rifles that are staged around the suspect's vehicle. But additionally, you can see all the other equipment that the suspects began staging. And I'll talk more about that as the presentation continues. Based upon the spent casings located at the scene, we were able to confirm that the suspect fired at least 103 times, primarily using the rifle platform. Also, we recovered 294 loaded magazines containing various types of rifle ammunition. This, combined with several containers of loose ammunition rounds inside the vehicle, would place a conservative estimate at the suspect total ammunition count at well over 7,500 rounds. That's a significant amount of ammunition. This volume and types of weapons, the ammunition, and the explosive material, they paint a very clear picture that this suspect was heavily armed and he came prepared for a violent and sustained confrontation with law enforcement. Shown here are the bags that contain the magazines that I'm about to show you around the suspect's vehicle. In those bags, when you open them up, you can see all the rifle magazines. When we pull them out, this isn't even all of them. This is just to give you an idea of the volume and the preparation that goes into loading each one of these magazines bullet by bullet, taping them together. It speaks for itself as far as the preparation. Some additional scene photographs. Some things that stand out: the cooler, the beverages. We've already hit on the weapons. Suspect had some type of plan for this to be a sustained contact to the point that he was going to need to rehydrate. The hearing protection utilized by the suspect while he's engaging officers. From this angle, you see the cart that I referenced earlier in the in-car camera footage. And all we can take from this is the suspect had at some point some type of plan to add mobility. The cart could be used to transport those bags of ammunition. Those are not light, those are heavy. Could be used to hang the firearms off of. But we know that this is indicative that the suspect at some point had some type of plan to add mobility to this situation. Inside the vehicle, AR style rifle as well as a shotgun. Each one of those placards is a rifle casing fired by the suspect, and in this area near the suspect's vehicle on the driver's side, a total of 84 spent casings fired by the suspect. Other rifles collected at the scene. The two on the one in the upper left and on the bottom were closest to the suspect on the driver's side in the grass area in that photo that you observed. Additional firearms collected at the scene. The one on the top and on the left were on the passenger side of the vehicle on the ground. This was found on the passenger side, the lower right-hand corner with the handgun, passenger side in a bag, as well as another loaded handgun in the center console area. Another rifle, either the driver's side rear, in a box. Also in scene one, you see Officer Wagner's vehicle at the top of the screen. And this was an image that was captured by our drone, and then using the thermal aspect, we kind of superimposed this image just so that you could see the suspect fired 19 rifle casings in this area near the center of the cul-de-sac.